Unfocused.
What up? We're back. Intro is a little quicker now, right?
Yeah, it's just a little fast, but I don't mind. It's next episode of Unfocused, episode 204. I'm T.
I'm AJ Twist.
Yeah, welcome.
And this episode is what?
204. This is the Pineco episode.
That's right.
He is the Bugworm Pokemon, number 203. So
04, right?
Oh, sorry, 04.
Okay.
The
I was like,
Bugworm.
what the fuck? Like,
Pineco.
what episode are we on? I got the wrong news. But yeah,
That's
we're
wrong. All right, don't forget, we're a Collision 28 production, so you can find all of our projects there. But we're live right now on twitch.tv/collision28 if you are indeed listening to this on Thursday.
Or if you're listening to us on some other day that's not a Thursday night on Twitch, then you're probably on YouTube, youtube.com/Unfocused Podcast, where you should like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell thing. It does something, I think. And, yeah.
All right, well,
Say hi. Say hi. Someone say first in the comments right now.
Come on, man. Somebody claim it.
Or in chat.
AJ, what was your Unfocused week like, man? What'd you do?
Just chilling, playing some Soul Calibur. A lot of Soul Calibur.
I feel like I didn't play any this week, actually.
No, yeah, you did. We played some over the weekend.
That was last week.
That was the beginning of this week.
Monday's the beginning of this week.
No, it's what?
Yes.
Since when?
Sunday's part of the weekend, fool. Come on now. We all know this.
I don't understand. You played. Between now and last time you played.
True. Hey, I did play a little bit. I got a lot of practice against another Taki player, which is cool. I don't really get to play many other Taki players.
Right. I got to discover some new shit with Talum.
Yeah.
That's all I've been focused on recently is Talum. I think I've got pretty good with Sangmina that I moved on to Talum, and I'm getting comfortable right now, and I'm thinking of going up to Shanghua next.
Damn.
Coming soon
Shit, man,
to an ass near you.
Fuck. Full kicking. All right. What else you been up to?
I played a little bit of Tekken today, and dude, I was so off my game because I haven't touched it in a while.
Focusing on Soul Calibur, huh?
Yeah.
Trying 8-way run fools. It's not working out.
I was trying to push X, and I was kicking. I was like, oh fuck, there's no block right there. That's right. And then I was trying to 8-way run, and it wouldn't work. And then I was trying to block. I would get up, try to block. I was like, no, it's a kick. I can't do that. And I just had to relearn the combos really quick. So I just played a couple matches just because. And I ranked down. I was like, fuck this. I'm done. So,
Damn.
Yeah. Splatfest happened last week. Or was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah, we didn't do a show last week because Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Oh, yeah. Happy late Thanksgiving.
But a couple weeks ago, that Splatfest happened. Team Salsa versus Team Guacamole. And Team Salsa won. You know what was crazy about the Splatfest? Is that the way the win happened? You know how usually the popular vote doesn't always win?
Yeah.
Well, this time the popular vote was Salsa, and it also won all the battles.
That can happen?
That could happen, and it happened.
Shit. I didn't know that.
It hasn't happened in a very long time, but it finally happened again.
Fuck.
So that happened. So Salsa won. I didn't get to play as much though. So
I don't even think I played once this time around.
I know I played a little bit. I got to level up to Defender at least or something like that. But yeah, that happened. I think that's about all I've been up to recently, though. Oh, watched what the fuck is it called? Netflix. Oh my god, what's it called? The Dragon Prince. Have you seen that?
I saw the first couple episodes. It's pretty good.
It is pretty good. It's short though.
How much is it?
I don't even know.
Like 13?
The episode's
12?
20 minutes long, and I feel like there's only 10 episodes there. I don't remember. It's somewhere around there though. But it's pretty good, and it kind of ends on a big cliffhanger. And I feel like this whole season is just an introduction to some of the characters, like laying out the pieces.
Yeah, I felt that. Well, I only saw the first couple episodes, but I kind of got that vibe too.
But it looks promising. Animation's kind of weird. The main character has Sokka's voice, so it's kind of, jarring sometimes.
I was kind of getting used to the animation too. I didn't hate it, but it was just weird.
Yeah, it was just it's different. That's all it is. But it's like some of the creators behind Avatar are behind this.
A lot of them, actually. I heard.
Yeah.
It was like I got a lot of the Avatar team on there.
Yeah, and then the guy who plays Sokka's voice in Avatar, it plays the main character in this one. So I thought that was kind of weird, because he was lighter shade of skin, But yeah, that's pretty dope. So people should go check that out if you haven't already.
All right. And for my Focus week, the main thing I've been doing is just catching up on stuff. Oh, you know what? I showed my girlfriend Cloverfield the other day. She's never seen the first Cloverfield.
The first one?
Yeah, it was. Man, it's even better than I remember it. Like watching
yeah?
it again, I was like, damn, that's just fucking dope.
Did anyone get sick?
Nah.
I got sick.
When you rewatched it too?
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I
you know
remember.
what? Actually, I happened to go. I was a couple weeks ago. I was like listening to an older episode of Unfocused, and we were talking about Cloverfield. I talked about how I got so sick. I liked it so much, but I got so sick watching it that I had to like walk to the very back of the theater and find a
Yeah.
seat back there just to be further away from the screen, so I wouldn't be so sick watching it.
Yeah, I think I
Because we
saw that with
it
you
in
guys as soon as
theaters.
I got back from Japan, right?
Yeah, I think
So
so.
like the second day back, I went and saw
Yeah,
this
yeah.
with
That's the same night we had all that sake.
yeah.
And I think I woke up with my face in that pizza box or some shit.
Long story, you know. It was the best of times. It was the worst.
It
of
was a
times,
long
you know?
night.
So yeah, I saw Cloverfield again. It was pretty
I
damn
want
good.
to see it again, but I'm afraid of getting sick.
Well, now I'm gonna see Cloverfield Lane because
Oh, nice.
Now that we have the future, we're in the future with all these fucking YouTube videos of people explaining all these little details and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I've been wanting to watch those videos,
Mm.
but I haven't been watching them because I haven't seen Cloverfield Lane. But now I'm finally gonna see it.
I found one channel that was really good at explaining that, and also just explaining like some of the alternate reality games, the ARG shit.
What are
that
they called?
happens. I don't know their channel. I gotta find it again. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen them pop up in my feed, my YouTube feed, in a long time. But I was watching their shit, and this guy was explaining a lot of shit and talking about the outside the movie shit, what was going on in speculation, like, oh, what does it mean? How does it connect? And like, this is a sign that the next movie's gonna drop, and then that's when we got the Netflix shit, you know.
Damn, so he was pretty on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I remember you telling me about this guy, how he predicted the drop of Cloverfield Paradox.
Yeah. Paradox is what it was called.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I find it, I'll let you know.
All right. Besides that, I saw like this old '80s anime movie called Demon City Shinjuku. It was cool. It was very '80s, so it wasn't great. But I watched that earlier today. It was kind of interesting. I got really far in Zelda, and I got a little pissed off, so I'm taking a mini break.
Oh wow.
I think next week I'm gonna get back in it.
It's one of those times. Huh?
Yeah, like I have all the items, and like I'm kind of confused about where I'm supposed to go right now, and nobody will fucking give me a straight answer. And I'm like, oh, that means I probably got to run into a cutscene somewhere.
It sounds like a Link to the Past.
Yeah, like
I
that.
got like all the items and shit, and I was like, where do I go? And I kept going back and forth with the mirror shit. I'm like, I don't know where to go.
Yeah, see, I know which dungeon, which area I'm supposed to be in, but I swear I've walked the whole area like to find the next dungeon. I can't find it, and nobody will give me any good
You gotta
advice.
put a bomb somewhere and explode a wall or some shit.
Probably, bro. I wouldn't doubt it. I might have to run into someone to make a cutscene happen. Like,
Yeah.
I hate it when games do shit like that. Like, you really have to hit a specific point to make the story progress, you know?
Right.
Like, so, that's where I've been my Unfocused week. Other than that, that's about it.
Speaking of Zelda and shit though, Hose hit me up and he has a Switch, and he got a Smash controller.
Hoes don't want no smoke, bro.
But he also was talking about playing Zelda a while back. I'm not sure if he did it or not, or if he has it. So I'm just saying you gotta hurry up and catch up.
I don't think he even played Skyward Sword, so he's got to catch backwards.
True. Damn.
He's got to catch down. Yeah.
But anyways, is that all? Are we ready?
Yeah,
All right.
I gotta, since
Uh-oh.
since we left off talking about Zelda, I'm gonna start off right away into my segment before we even get into news.
Whoa.
Right away, since we're talking about Zelda right now, I'm already
Never
pissed.
before done on Unfocus.
Hey, you heard it here first. Start this one angry.
Seriously.
You look like an intelligent, so why you such a dick? You walk around like an attention on baby sick. Before I get in,
Dick moves! Dick moves! You make me sick!
So I'm fucking super pissed at Nintendo for this one.
Oh,
They went
shit.
out of their way, because people are mad they're not putting Breath of the Wild in Zelda's timeline. And then they made a statement this week saying, there's a lot of places Breath of the Wild could fit in the timeline, so we're just not going to place it anywhere because we want to leave it open to the fans' imagination. I'm like, that's bullshit. If that's true, then why connect any of them in the first place? Like, if they're all up into our interpretation, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, why make a book connecting all that shit?
hey, that's all the responses people were saying. Like, dude, why the fuck did you make a book connecting all of it? In the next game after, you just like say, oh yeah, it's wherever. It can fit anywhere.
They're gonna wait 10 more games and put out another book that clarifies it.
Probably, I wouldn't doubt it, man.
Or
Like,
maybe they haven't figured it out themselves. They just made some shit and they wanted to make it. It's like, but where's the fight? Like, we'll figure it out later.
nah, I don't think this is the Zelda creator's call. I think this is Nintendo's call, only because the Zelda creator clearly had a plan the whole way through. He just didn't tell anyone about it. Like, people were already putting this timeline together like way before, But I think he does have a place where he wants it, and Nintendo's kind of like, just calm down on all that timeline shit. Like, I don't want to distract people from like the game they have. I think it's like, you know what I mean? I think it's a directive from corporate. They're like, just calm down on the connectivity thing. Like, just let people enjoy the game.
You know, like in animes and samurai shit, you know, they walk up to you behind you with their sword sticking out in the back. That's what's going on right now.
For
right?
real, yeah. They're like, don't make me fucking tell you again, bro. Basically.
Like, just quiet, dude.
Just-
You don't want any problems.
You know? And so, yeah. That shit kind of pisses me out because I'm like, why the fuck you guys aren't going to connect them? Like, you went through so much trouble.
Just wait. You gotta just be patient with this one. You just gotta figure it out yourself. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting for... I want someone who plays them, who plays the fucking Legend of Zelda series. Tell me where you think the game fits. I haven't even played the game yet, so obviously I'll place it myself when I play. But I want to hear people that have played Zelda games and has gotten to Breath of the Wild. Tell me where you think it fits in the storyline. Because we know for sure that Skyward Sword is the first thing, and what is it? Link's Adventure is the last thing, right?
Oh, I don't even know what the last one is. But I know it splits at Majora's... No, it splits at
It splits the
Ocarina.
Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
One of them leads into the original Legends of Zelda, though, right?
And then when it... I don't even know.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that's the furthest game in the timeline is like the third of the
But
original.
where's the book?
I'll pull it out. I'll pull it out on the break. I'll pull it on the break for sure. You know, I think it's the third one from the original Zelda series is the future of the series. And the one I'm playing right now, Skyward Sword, is the beginning.
Yeah.
Those are solid. And everything has a place, but I,
But what if Breath of the Wild is before Skyward Sword?
I don't know. Does anyone know if he has the Master Sword in Skyward Sword? Because if he has the Master Sword, Skyward's still first.
If you hurry up and finish Skyward Sword, you'll find out.
No, I already know Skyward's the first one, remember?
No, but I mean, like, you're asking if he has the Master Sword in Breath of the Wild or not.
Fair enough. Yeah, I gotta knock that shit out. Okay.
Damn.
So I'm just really irritated by that. I'm mad that Nintendo went out of their way to say it doesn't fit anywhere, you know? Like,
Yet.
yeah, whatever. But
Well, if anyone does have an answer, you can email us at unfocusedpodcast@gmail.com.
or if you're here, throw us in the comments. You know,
True.
we'll talk about it here.
Or you can tweet us the answer if you have an answer at unfocused28, or maybe Instagram
comment.
DM or some shit like that. Instagram, we're at Unfocused Podcast. And then overall, just subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts and closing28.com for
right.
everything else.
Nice.
You like that? You like that?
I do like that. With that said, let's jump into the news.
This is the news. We gotta invite Little John back sometime.
One of these days, man, we'll get him. You want to kick us off?
Yeah, sure. So this is something from our last show that Cuckoo's ended up telling us, like, at the end of the show, that I just want to throw out there really quick, just as a thing to have recorded on our show. Blizzard says all games that they have out right now will eventually be mobilized or made into a mobile game. Because we were talking about last time how Diablo has that Diablo Immortal game coming out and everyone was pissed off about it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, so Diablo is one of the first ones to be mobilized, I would say. So I guess they're planning to do every other game. Maybe they're just saying that just to make us less upset over the whole thing. The fact that we can get a Diablo 4 or some shit. And there's a lot of other like shit that's happened after that with Blizzard. Like Blizzard's like trying to backtrack on things and saying like, yeah, we don't actually have a Diablo 4 yet or stuff like that.
No, they're trying to say that they don't. Man, motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean they're probably working in it, but they have nothing to show us. I mean we can definitely assume that.
See, the problem is the fans got ahead of them. Like the fans got way too ahead of this shit.
Yeah,
like,
I think
people,
so.
People knew way too much before it was even announced. You know what I mean? Like, all right.
No, not at all, because they were all shocked that there was a mobile version to the point where they were asking if it was a April Fool's joke or something in the middle of November.
I guess they knew way too much about
October.
what they didn't understand.
Yeah.
because everyone thought that
They
project
predicted
was gonna,
it too well.
Yeah, well, they predicted it, but not accurately, because they thought that was gonna be Diablo 4, right? And it wasn't.
Yeah.
They're like, that's not Diablo. That's not fucking Blizzard's fault that y'all thought the wrong thing, you know?
Right.
But yeah, you're right. I think now they got pressure to put Diablo 4 out,
Or give us something, some type of teaser at least.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cuckoo's in chat saying game studios in general being hammered with bad press lately, which I think is kind of true.
Yeah, you know, it sucks because a lot of their shit gets leaked, and they're not the ones who put it out because they weren't ready to do that. You know, and like 'cause maybe the game's way far out in development. You know, it kind of sucks. Like it's not their fault always.
You know, I'll get into it later.
All right.
Anyways,
All right.
I was gonna say, speaking of the like game companies doing shit, like, but we'll get back into it later on.
Okay.
I have a theory. Anyways.
All right. So Banco is at their shenanigans again.
Oh shit.
Namdai.
Banco.
So they made a surprisingly really cool move for Power Ranger fans. We're talking about toys right now, figures, right?
Sweet.
They made a really cool move for Power Rangers, and they finally like recreated the Psycho Rangers. And like,
I don't remember these Psycho Rangers.
yeah, the Psycho Rangers were super obscure, but everyone fucking loved them. They were from Power Rangers in space.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Yeah,
I
basically,
stopped that in space.
they copy their power and make counters for them to like fuck their game up. You know, like to
Oh, like the Rowdy Rough Boys.
yeah, they're exactly like the Rowdy Rough Boys. They're Power Rangers version of the Rowdy Rough Boys. I like that you said that. Anyone doesn't know what he's talking about. It's a counter to the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
Snips and snails and puppy dog tails.
You know, instead of sugar spice and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what Mojo Jojo used.
It's funny because
The prison toilet.
they are very much like that. They're very similar to the Power Rangers. They're just really dickish. Like they're all dicks. Like they even betray each other. You know what I mean? Like,
shit.
yeah, they're bad, bro. Like the Psycho Rangers are crazy. And so anyway, they finally got recreated into this anniversary thing of toys for Power Rangers. They finally gave them figures, and everyone was hyped about it, right? So you know, I guess Psycho Ranger Black dropped recently, and then
Oh, they're not
Namco came out. Namco Bandai came out saying, "Oh, you know what? We're just not gonna have time for the licensing to put out the pink and yellow Rangers, right?
Wow.
Specifically, fine. You know, they put red, blue, and black out first. I guess it's coincidence, right?
Right.
But it's not coincidence because they even put Psycho Ranger Silver out, who isn't even a real character. He was a fake character.
What?
He was a trap. You have to watch the show to know what I'm talking about. He's not even a real character. He was a trick, and they made a toy for him. And check this out: there was never, ever a Psycho Ranger Green, and as a promo, they put out a Psycho Ranger Green. But
Wow.
pink and yellow aren't coming out, dude.
And why was this not in your dick moves?
You know, it almost was. Remember, I said it was kind of a coin flip. I couldn't decide what to pick. I was like, "We're on Zelda right now. I'm gonna pick this one because I'm actually mad about that one. This one, I'm more mad for the toy fans,
Yeah.
and for the female fans.
That
of
doesn't
Power
really
Rangers.
affect you, right?
Yeah, it doesn't affect me. I don't
Yeah,
give a
yeah.
shit. I like the Psycho Rangers, but when I saw the episode, I'm happy with them. I'm done. you know?
Right, right.
For those of you that collect toys or that love Power Rangers hardcore,
Right.
that's fucked up. Or if you're girls that like Power Rangers, that's fucked up.
Right.
Because this is not the first time they've done this. Like, they'll cut a line before they get to make the female versions of the characters because they don't think women are buying the toys or girls are buying the toys.
Collectors would get them.
They get them anyway. That collectors don't give a fuck, dude. They want
No,
the whole set, you know?
Exactly.
But now the whole set's cut at 5, which is
With
weird.
some
So,
new additions.
yeah, with new silver and green. They're not even real.
Imagine,
exactly.
imagine they ran out of pink and yellow paint, and then all they had was a bunch of green and silver. No, I was kidding.
It would, you know, that would suck for them if that's how, if it just happened to be that. You know?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Wrong screen.
It's all news, bro. We can use it anytime we want. But yeah, Bandai, step your game up, bro, because you know we're 2018 right now. You know we can see sexism, bro. You guys better figure your shit
2018,
out.
bitch.
AJ,
It's about to be 2019.
that'll be 2019. Y'all need to get on your game.
Seriously. All right. So one of my favorite games from the past. I completely forgot we talked about this a while back, but they have a game that's gonna drop in a few days. No, it already dropped. Dropped yesterday.
What game?
R-Type Dimensions.
Yeah, I heard.
And then I just came across this today. This ad goes away.
What is that?
Cool. So this right here is the first boss in the game, and they have a figure. Speaking of toys, right? What did they show us off? They showed us off somewhere.
Reptar. He's in there. Look, he's trying to get out. Anyway, go on.
But this is the first boss you play in R-Type, and he's been figurized. There's no like word on like exactly like when this is gonna drop or how much it's gonna be yet. But what's the website? I saw it here somewhere. What the fuck is it? Oh, by the way, his name is Duck. What is it? I said it earlier. I'm like, oh, that makes sense, but now I can't even say it. Can you say his name?
Shall we try? Dobkuratops.
The Kuratops. There you go.
Dobkuratops.
I've never known this thing had a name. You know how games were back in the day.
Yeah, they just kind of made monsters
Yeah,
and
it's
you just
made
had to deal with
monster.
them.
And then you find out the name of it like in like the instruction
The
book or
instruction
sometime,
manual,
right?
yeah. Exactly. Oh, okay.
Or maybe a magazine like a
Yeah.
month later.
Yeah, like fucking Nintendo Power or something like, oh, how do you beat Ridley? You're like, oh, that's the name of that fucking
Yeah,
purple
right.
dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
But yeah, this was at Wonders Toys Festival, and oh my god, there's a website you're supposed to go to for this shit when they release it. It's a certain website. Oh, is it Good Smiles? No. Anyways, I'll find it someday. But anyways, dope figure, and also R-Type Dimension. It's out. It's like on sale right now for like $12, 20% off. Usually $15. Looks like a pug. Oh, sounds like a Pokemon. It says RS.
Find that website just in case so people could get it.
Oh my god, yeah, I gotta find it. I was reading this article earlier. I was like, oh cool, here's the website. I can see it right there. Nah, I can't even find it. But anyways, yeah, like as far as figures, I think I want to get this, depending on the price.
It looks dope.
But yeah, it looks pretty dope, and I wouldn't mind having this in my collection of random shit.
All right. Other news I got almost specifically for AJ. Voltron Season 8 has the new trailer out. And for anyone who doesn't know, this is the grand finale of this new Voltron Netflix
Yeah,
run.
it's so disappointing.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's pretty awesome, too.
Man,
Cause
you
it's been
can't
good,
see
right?
this motherfucker. You know what's,
because he's green?
you know what's funny, though?
What?
That the green one has a cloaking ability.
It's fucking working right now, huh? Shit.
For
Get a little
real.
Voltron figure and
Yeah.
use green screen so
He's
you can't see
green,
it.
yeah.
That's funny. So it's this new season's called Voltron: The Legendary Defender. The first trailer's out, so you can definitely check it out.
Gotta see that.
It's already been reviewed by Entertainment Weekly, and they said it was amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, it doesn't come out till later this month.
I think the 12th or some
The
shit
12th,
like that.
yes, that's the exact date. December
Yep.
12th, 2018. Apparently, it's had a really good run. I'm surprised they're
Yes.
ending it, probably just because they want to cut it before it gets too much.
Yeah,
guess,
I
so.
feel like it just happened out of nowhere because I just discovered it early this year, and I caught up. And then they dropped like a couple seasons like in this year too,
Yeah.
and so I was like able to see these new seasons, and now it's ending. I was like, what the fuck? I just found this out right now, like, you know,
What the fuck,
it's
right?
like finding out about a sale like a day too late.
Damn. It's
No,
exactly
not really, but
Or on the day of.
On the day of,
The day
right.
of the last day. You know? Okay. Yeah, so that'll be coming out later this year. Tell me more about it, AJ. I'm gonna wait till it's done to actually watch it because I'm too far behind now anyway. So.
But you should definitely make some time after you see Luke Cage season 2 and Daredevil and
I started thumbing through Luke Cage season 2.
thumbing through it.
Yeah,
the
I'm not
fuck?
gonna watch the whole thing, bro.
my
I
God.
didn't like it from the beginning right away. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna watch the whole thing. I'm just kind of skim through the good shit. But
Alright.
unless you really think I need to watch it all, but
I think you can make sense of it.
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I feel like I can like thumb through the best shit and then watch a review and just see like I don't know. I just didn't feel like it didn't entrance me as enough as the beginning of the first season did for Luke Cage. Like even though it got shitty at the end.
I can't remember it that well right now, so yeah, I guess you're good to do that.
Yeah.
I guess I don't mind it so much.
But how about this? I'll start Voltron when you start Hunter x Hunter.
I already started Hunter X.
You liar. No, you
Yeah, I
didn't.
have it. I have it on a playlist somewhere.
I guess that's something.
I'm one step closer. All I gotta do is push play on it one day.
All right. I'll keep the Voltron on the queue. Maybe I'll get on it.
All right, but for that R-Type figure, it is Good Smiles.
Oh, it is Good Smiles. Okay, cool.
So just go to their website, check it out every so often. There's no date or no price for it yet, but
It looks really dope, by the way. If anyone can't see it here on the feed, you should definitely Google it. The R-Type monster.
yeah, I wish I could see the 8-bit version of it so you can see like how the comparison is. And it looks pretty good.
Remember that black part around his eye would light up when you shoot him, like to show you you're doing damage to him and shit. You know, this part would light up when you shoot him because it show you you're doing
hope
damage
so.
when you're hitting him. You know. Like,
Yeah.
anyway, that's just what I remembered from it. Anyway, AJ.
Oh yeah, it's my turn, huh?
Yes,
So
sir.
Street Fighter 5 Type Arcade.
What?
You want to take a guess? at it?
Finally?
Oh, okay. So you already have an idea what it's gonna be?
Really?
Yeah, they have an arcade version coming out.
What is it? 2 years after the fucking release of the
Yeah,
game?
it's been like 3 years, I think, by now.
Huh.
So they're actually doing location testing in Japan right now for the game. So right now, if you're like in Sendai, is that what a spot?
It's a prefecture. Yeah.
Tokyo, Kyoto, or Fukuoka?
Fukuoka.
Yeah. So those are some towns that have it. Actually, specifically the Taito Station, Sendai, Club Sega, Shinjuku in Tokyo, Neo Amusement Space, Achu in Kyoto, and another Taito Station and then Fukuoka.
Remember I was saying the Taito buildings are the shit. That's where they have like all the arcades and shit. Like the Taito buildings. You got a big ass Space Invader on the front.
Yeah, I heard about those. But yeah, actually between tomorrow and the 1st, what the fuck? Oh, that's when it's gonna be available. That was only like a 1-day thing. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, look out for that if you're in Tokyo. You want to do some testing on that shit. I know Reason was talking about going out there pretty soon, so maybe he'll be out there in time to try it out. I know he knows how to play Street Fighter, so I'm pretty sure that'd be a good time for him. No word on when we're going to get in the U.S., though, but they're coming, I guess. I'm pretty sure we'll get an import for it someday.
All right. Well, so with that, I'm going to jump into some other news. I hope they're doing, whenever they do the American testing, do we want to even check it out? Because I don't know, man. Especially after finding out we found out about 5. Like, I didn't know what it was that turned me off of 5, but maybe that's what it was.
What, you're not into 5?
I like it a lot. But I don't know why I've never had the drive to keep playing it. Because
really?
I actually do like it a lot.
I kept playing it.
No, I know. Remember how into it I was, and then like I just
Yeah.
kind of stopped. Like
You need to, because I don't know. I'm not kicking your ass hard enough or something, I guess. Or maybe I
don't
just
know.
kicked it too hard. Maybe
Well,
that's what it is.
Well, now that we learned that shit about 5, about like why people don't consider it like tournament game, like now I'm kind of.
Oh yeah, what was he saying about that?
He's saying that the
So one of our friends was telling us about why Tekken 5 was like, or not Tekken 5,
Street
Street
Fighter
Fighter 5.
it's because the frame rate input varies per round.
Yeah,
Like, it can be anywhere from 6 to 8 of a frame rate difference from button input. So it means like basically a beginner could whoop you because your input's not as fast as it normally is.
Right.
And that's not your fault because it's random.
Yeah, because the game does it automatically. Which I knew the game was made to a more casual audience on purpose, but I didn't know it was to that extent.
Yeah, that's a shitty way to do it. Like that's too much.
I don't
random.
notice it, but maybe that's why I got so good at it.
Shit, but dude, maybe that's why you lose matches that you think you should win at the end. Like,
Maybe.
You know, sometimes we think people are slowing it down and shit. Maybe that's why. But I don't know. Anyway,
Maybe it's Greg.
maybe. Yeah. All right. So next piece of news, there is going to be a Blade Runner anime, and it's going to be airing on Adult Swim. For anyone who doesn't
They
know,
still get shit?
yeah, dude, they're still running. They're still doing cool shit.
That's crazy.
But for anyone who doesn't know, before this, Blade Runner is an '80s movie from the future, in the future, set in the future about robots trying to take over humans' identities and shit like that.
Uh-huh.
They made a sequel to it last year. Yeah,
Oof.
a sequel to it last year called Blade Runner 2049, and that was preluded by a single anime episode, just one
Whoa.
episode. It was made by the Cowboy Bebop creator.
Oh.
Right? So that did so much popularity before the movie came out, they were greenlit for a full-on anime TV show, 13 episodes. It's called Blade Runner Black Lotus. Now, I don't know if it's the same guy from Cowboy Bebop doing it this time, but I know it's inspired by that and a combination of the new Blade Runner movie that came out last year, the 2049.
Interesting.
Yeah, we do not have a release date yet, but it is going to be next year at some point. I got to catch up on... I got to watch Blade Runner 2049 so I can be ready for this anime, because I really like Blade Runner 1 a lot.
Never seen any of them.
Yeah, it's Harrison Ford. You know, he did it around the
Yeah.
same time he did Star Wars. I have it on the rack there. If you ever get bored, you can watch it. It's surprisingly good, like, for how old it is. You know what I mean? Like, you can pay attention to it no matter how old it is. It's pretty crazy.
That's cool.
But yeah, so new Blade Runner anime coming to Adult Swim next year. Keep your eyes open for that.
Have you seen the new movie?
No,
2049?
I'm waiting to watch it.
Ah.
I want to watch it.
Okay. Well, speaking of Cowboy Bebop shit,
Yeah.
so Cowboy Bebop is getting a live action series, not a movie,
A series.
getting episodes on Netflix.
Yes.
And Netflix has been doing pretty good shit. Not everything's great, but a lot of it has been.
I don't know.
As far as anime adaptations. And just original series in general.
That's true. They've just been killing it with the shows.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Haunting on Hill House is one of the best shows I've seen in a long time, and that's that's a Netflix original.
I forgot we got pictures and shit to show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But this one.
But
all I got is this.
So the cool thing about the Bebop the Bebop show coming, the reason I'm excited about it is Keanu Reeves is not attached to it. That fool is trying way too fucking hard to make a Cowboy Bebop movie happening.
No way, really?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Fox was involved. It was going to be this big time production. And I'm like, I know he loves the anime. I feel like he would play a great Spike, but I just did not feel like he should be handling the production. He's not a producer. He's a actor. You know.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like he should be handling a big time production like Cowboy Bebop that would break everyone's hearts if it's not right. You know.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm glad. Not to say he wouldn't be a good Spike. I'm glad Keanu Reeves is not attached to this fucking project. But I'm hyped, man. Netflix has been doing a good job.
Yeah, I can almost imagine like how gritty it could look and all that, and just how like mechanical things could look too. You know, like I don't know. Like when I heard about it, I'm like I can see that working. And there's not a lot of crazy shit that happens in Cowboy Bebop, so they can make it pretty realistic looking and live.
Yeah.
So that sounds exciting.
It's very grounded, except for like maybe one episode where there might be an alien, but it's only one episode.
Yeah, or like they're flying through space or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the live action is so far it looks like it's gonna be written by some dude named Christopher Yoss, who was I guess one of the writers on Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a start.
So that sounds cool. Also, they are signed up for 10 episodes, which sounds pretty good.
Sounds a little short, don't you think?
There was only what?
26.
It was 26 episodes. All right, but
And a movie.
oh yeah, there was a movie too. That's true.
And the movie was actually part of the continuity.
It kind of was, huh?
Yeah, unlike most anime movies, the Bebop movie actually did connect to the series.
I don't remember it that well, but I remember that movie being pretty legit too.
It was dope. The last fight scene was so sick. I'll never forget it.
I gotta watch it again because I've only seen it once actually, the whole thing through.
Oh!
And I don't remember it that well.
Dude, we should have watched it for Halloween. It's a Halloween movie, remember?
Oh, for real?
Remember the whole thing's going down in Halloween, you remember?
No, I don't remember that. Wow.
Yeah,
really?
that's how the villain's like getting away because everyone's in masks on Halloween day and they're like, fuck, where is
Oh,
he?
that sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta see that again.
Yeah.
Where does that movie take place in between episodes? Do you remember?
Episode, I want to say it's after 13 and right before the one called Brain Scan, which is, I think, 14.
Okay, because
And you'll notice Spike's a little bit more stoic and a little bit more in his mind after starting the Brain Scan episode. It's because he just had that big issue in the movie with that guy who's like a past soldier and shit like that. Like, yeah,
I see.
There's a reason like he's acting that way after that episode.
All right, I gotta, because I did start watching it. Me and Carr started watching it a while back, but we didn't continue with it because like just others like Voltron came out and
There's
all
too
this
much
shit.
cool shit,
yeah,
bro.
so much shit was coming out that we just couldn't, and we kind of forgot about it. But after hearing this, I'm like, okay, we got to go back and actually start watching it.
I recommend it. It's good.
Also, too, though, the episodes, we know there's going to be 10 episodes, but we don't know how long they're going to be. So
Yeah.
they could make them hour-long episodes, which would be like 20 episodes, right?
That would be dope.
Maybe even like, you can probably fit 2 or 3 episodes into 1 hour-long episode, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
At least,
so-
2 or 3 for sure.
Maybe cut out some stuff that wasn't necessary. I think they can make it work. I wonder how they're going to do it. Do you think they're going to do it like just like the anime? Do you think they're going to change some shit up?
No, well, okay, here. So let me give a good example.
Because-
What I think they're going to do with it, maybe not too much. I do think a few things are going to be switched around. Because this new show that came out, Haunting on Hill House, right? It's a horror. It's a horror, right? It's actually...
The whore.
It's a horror. Fucker. So it's based off of a book, right? But there was actually a successful movie about this same story that did come out in the early 2000s. It's a movie called The Haunting, with Liam Neeson, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and guy with the big fucking nose. What's his name? Looks like it's broken all the time.
Oh, motherfucker.
Got a brother in acting too. Fuck.
He was in Zoolander and
Yes.
shit.
Okay, that guy, the blonde guy. You know what? Owen.
Owen something, yeah.
Okay. So that's three big names in that fucking movie, right?
Yeah.
And that was the original version of this show. So they have all these characters involved in it. The same characters are all named the same, but the show The Haunting, the show makes them all a family. Characters are all the same story, same problems, but they're a family to make their connectivity make more sense. Now, I'm not saying Bebop's going to do something quite that drastic, but I can see them fucking with a few things to make it make more sense for like modern era and for time space. You know what I mean? Because if they would have really fleshed all those characters out, not being family and Haunting on Hill House, they would have had to done a lot of character development, explaining why they know each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it made more
yeah.
sense. It skipped to the point by saying, okay, they're a family.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like,
that
okay.
makes sense.
So I think Bebop may do something similar. Maybe jump in like when Jet's still part of the fucking ISPP or whatever. You know, when he's a fucking basically an agent. Like remember he works for like the government. He's like a soldier or like an FBI agent basically, right?
Right.
And Spike was for the mafia. What if they just start the show, Jet meets Spike, and they have a fucking duel, like a gun duel, and they decide, hey, you want to fucking come with me? Fuck all this shit. Let's fucking leave all this shit. Let's fucking go do it. He's like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I just lost my girl. Fuck the mafia. Let's get out of here.
Right.
Well, you know, they could do something like that and just turn over the whole story and skip to the Bebop point for you. And I wouldn't
Maybe.
be that mad about it if it's done right. You know, if it makes sense to me.
There were like I think remember some episodes that did flashback to shit like that, right?
Yeah, they never showed how Spike met Jet, but they did
No.
flash back to like their past and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
So maybe cut that out somehow, and it's like, I don't know. But yeah, there's if they got smart writers on it, then I think they can make it work.
Oh, we got some chime in from Cuckoo's.
Yeah.
He's talking. Oh, so I was talking about Hill House, and he said there was a movie before the 2000s about the Hill House that was also very good. Oh yeah, that's the one that's directly after the book.
Vincent Prince was in it.
Vincent Price, yeah.
Oh, Price, my
He's a
bad.
great actor. He's a creepy ass actor. Yeah, that one was popular at the time. I totally forgot to mention that. That's true. It was like back in the 60s or 70s. And that's the original Haunting on Hill House movie. That's before The Haunting, before this show.
Interesting.
Thanks for chiming in on that, Cuckoo.
He also was saying Keanu Reeves. He produced John Wick 1 and 2. So
Well,
maybe
shut me the fuck up.
maybe he could make it work. I don't
Never
know.
mind.
But it doesn't matter now. He's not involved.
Yeah, he's not involved anymore. But actually, now that you say that, now I feel kind of dumb because because John Wick's pretty fucking sick.
Yeah. Also, speaking of like Netflix and anime, just throw it out there really quick.
Yeah.
Evangelion's coming to Netflix
Yes.
next year in the spring sometime.
Oh, that far ahead? Oh, I
Yeah.
I thought it was coming out like January. Okay, it's
No,
kinda...
like in the spring sometime. There's no exact date, but sometime in the spring.
That's good. My girlfriend's never seen it. I wanted to show her.
We have it all though, so like at least I have it all.
Do you have the whole? Oh, but you have it on like a digital copies, right?
Yeah, I think I have it on DVD. I'm pretty sure it might
shit.
be in the computer right here, right now though. I don't know. I could look it up. I think this is how I watched it last, because I just watched it like last year, I think, because I was working on that
AMV. Yeah.
that AMV. Yeah. By the way, we used to do AMVs in case no one knows. TV shows. Where's E? I guess I don't have it. Oh, it'd be Neon Genesis, right?
Well, in the future, if you got it, shoot it to me. I want it.
Yeah.
I'd love to get a jump on that. All right.
Oh, I guess I don't have it in here. Anyways,
All right.
you got other news?
Yes. One thing I want to mention. Oh, so there is an author. His name is Roald Dahl. I don't know if you know about him, but
No.
he wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh.
He wrote Matilda. He wrote like
Yes.
Witches. You know, all a lot of the shit that we know, like from kids books that became adapted into movies around our age. You know, when we were kids. That's this guy, Roald Dahl. And to do honor to him, Netflix is going to be making animated adaptations of a lot of his stories. Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Netflix is going to be making animated adaptations of a lot of his books. So there will be an animated version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, an animated version of Matilda, animated version of The Witches, animated version of Charlie and the Glass House. Like they're gonna go through all the Willy Wonka and shit and give everything.
Wow.
Yeah, they're gonna go fucking detailed. So it's pretty interesting. If you're a fan of those like movies that came out in the 90s, or if you ever read the books back in the 70s that this guy wrote.
Nope. I was
Yeah.
not alive in the 70s.
Yeah, but you can still read them, you dumbass. That's fine. But you know, my parents loved the fucking Charlie and the Chocolate Factory books and shit. You know. But yeah, so there's gonna be cartoons about them on Netflix pretty soon to do him some
Interesting.
justice. So.
Are they gonna be like a whole like season type of thing, or just like drop a movie type thing?
I
or
feel
some
like they're
shit?
gonna be mini movie drops. I could be wrong, but we don't have enough detail yet. But yeah, we just know that they'll be doing that, and this is gonna start happening next year too. I believe January. So.
Interesting. And then Cuckoo's in chat asking if we know about Evangelion being if the movies and the remakes are going to be on there too.
Yeah, I don't want to talk
I
about
think it's just the
I don't
original
know.
anime. Maybe the movie. I can see them putting the movie
No.
up there, but I don't know.
From what I heard, it's the straight 26 episodes.
Oh, yeah?
The original straight 26 episodes.
So not even a movie.
Nah.
Because the movie is supposed to be the thing that fucking makes it make sense.
Hey, well, I'll tell you,
In
if
some way.
everyone just watched the episodes, you're gonna be fucking pissed at the end. It's funny because it makes sense if you really fucking look at it and just like study it and read in. You know, like you'd have to like really freaking study the episodes to understand how they even make sense, and even then they're kind of confusing.
I feel like I've watched it so much now that I just kind of accepted that it all makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
Anyways, other story. Wait, is it my turn? Or
Yeah, it's your turn, bro.
So, there was a Marvel event, I think last night, on Wednesday night.
I had a friend that went to it.
Yeah.
It's the Collider event, right?
I don't know
With
what
the
event.
with the Russo brothers.
Okay, yeah,
All right,
yeah.
I'll tell you exactly what it is, and then you go.
Go for it.
It's a special event created by Collider, in which you got to view Avengers 3 with the Russo brothers in the ArcLight, and then afterwards they had a Q&A where they answered a whole bunch of Avengers questions. But the one rule was no Avengers 4 questions.
Oh.
So you can ask any Marvel questions you want. You can ask Avengers 3 questions. You can ask future questions. No Avengers 4 questions. And they would, so far as if you asked an Avengers 4 question, they would just start fucking honking this horn. Sound a lot like that.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
about
they
that.
would just wait. They would just wait till someone asks, and they just start honking it.
Yeah.
All right, now go. That's all I know. So go on.
That's funny. Yeah. Well, that's pretty much all I know too. Aside from there were some highlight things to kind of talk about, like as far as Avengers, the last Avengers Infinity War goes. So for one, they confirmed Loki is actually dead. So there was no tricks.
Oh yeah,
Everyone expecting there was some tricks that he was possibly doing. Maybe
like
he's
that
still
Loki's
alive
left-handed,
somewhere.
and that wasn't him. Or Loki was really the Hulk. All this stupid shit.
Yeah, but no, they said he's dead.
Yeah.
And then also they were saying that they tried to fit in the Netflix characters into the movies, and they just couldn't figure it out. It wasn't working.
It took too much.
Yeah,
like,
it took too much.
they're already putting so much energy into making the Avengers fit together. Like they had to fucking like.
Yeah, but they tried.
Yeah,
They looked into it.
We kind of knew that already, but like it's nice to hear from their mouth. You know.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear from their
But you
mouth.
could have tried harder. And then also the other interesting thing I heard was that Red Skull is like an actual spirit, like he's like a ghost.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
Like,
Not so dead that he can't come back though. They were saying.
Oh, did they say that?
Yeah, he's like spirit-ized. Like he can come back if he
Oh,
wanted to.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, but like he's just a spirit. He's guess he's not physically there, but I guess he could if he needed to or wanted to in some way. Maybe possess someone. I don't know, but they said that he's just like a spirit. He's like a ghost. He can still exist even after the Soul Stone thing happened and all that. So I thought that was pretty interesting too.
Also,
But those are some highlights that I got.
along the same lines of what you're saying. Someone said, someone asked him a question. What's Vision gonna be like once he gets put back together? And then Joe Russo specifically said, "No. He answered it. Here's what he said: He's dead. Vision's dead.
Shit.
That's it." He said, "Next question."
Damn.
That was it. So I was like, "Oh shit! Are they really not gonna rebuild Vision, bro?" I don't know about you. That was always in my head. I was like, "They're gonna build that fool again." Like that's what happens in the comics. You know, he gets broken, he loses his personality, but he gets built again, and he has to start from zero.
So they're saying just that version of Vision is dead.
Oh, maybe that's what.
Maybe that's
actually, you know,
what
you're okay. That you could be right. That's probably why he entered the conversation so quickly too, right? That's it. He's dead.
Like he's dead. You know, like.
And one last thing I want to say that they admitted in this was that one thing, because I was pointing out so much focus on it. That sash that Cole Obsidian is wearing is not Captain Marvel's sash.
Oh, they talked about
it's
that
not
too?
even a Kree sash. He said it was coincidence. He's like, maybe Captain Marvel was in the back of my head when I drew it. He's like, it's not hers. He's like, it's coincidence. So that's one thing. Other thing that they said was, after Thanos killed half of the Asgardians, the other half of that half got erased in the snap.
Oh, I saw.
Because a lot of people were thinking that
man.
maybe he like let them pass because he already like judged them and shit.
Yeah.
Or maybe other races he already judged are like free from that.
Right.
No, everyone got the across the board 50% judge. Whoever is left in the world in the universe got 50% erased.
Damn.
So that's a burn for the Asgardians, dude. Like,
yeah, for real.
they're fucking trying to rebuild a planet here. You know what I mean? Like
seriously.
that's fucked up.
They're straight up gone now. Yeah. Also, the other interesting that I heard too was that Thanos was actually just a really good liar throughout the whole movie. Even though he was saying shit throughout the movie, he was actually lying about it. Even though he looked so genuinely like telling the truth.
Like
and
he
shit.
meant it. Yeah.
Yeah, because like for example, like
was Gamora.
he told Gamora like, oh yeah, half your race is alive and thriving and all that, right? But she also knows that she's the only one like left or some shit like that. I don't know, something weird like that.
Well, the way it came up was earlier in the questions and answers. They asked the Russo Bros if they fucked up somewhere, and they were like, "Well, what are you talking about?" And they're like, "Well, Gamora says she's the last survivor of her race, and Thanos says half of them survived." And he responded with, "Who are you gonna believe?" That's his spot. Are you gonna believe Gamora or are you gonna believe Thanos?
Yeah.
She's running around the universe trying to kill this guy. Do you really think she's gonna lie about being the last one of her race? And I like how that was a good way to like diffuse the question. Like,
Yeah.
he's like Thanos isn't exactly forthcoming about everything. Yeah, it's what he's like. That's what you're
He's
talking
just a
about,
really
right?
good liar, yeah. So that was another big takeaway. But anyways, I just want to throw it out there and just any speculation people had about certain things. Those are some things I thought of that were interesting that are just now dead or just confirmed in some way.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I say with that, let's jump into the music of the week.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that then.
Music power.
Oh shit! I got new
That shit
music.
tricked me out. It surprised me a little bit.
Oh man, so yeah, part of the show where we share some music with you. It's what we've been listening to and what we think you should be listening to. We call it Music of the Week. And actually, let me go bring up my track. But
All right, well, while you're doing that, you might like this, AJ. My song is actually called Flashman by Random.
oh, have we not played that here before?
No, we played Bubbleman. We played Bubbleman and we played Cutman.
Damn. Okay. But yeah, Flashman is pretty dope. I like Flashman.
That's one of my favorite ones, yeah, actually.
That's funny.
And that's by a rapper called Random. He used a lot of Mega Man beat samples for one specific album that this comes from. But yes, that's what I'm picking. AJ?
My track is this YouTube rapper named Quadeca. I came across watching random YouTube videos that there's a whole thing of YouTube rappers on YouTube and shit. So I was like, yeah, I gotta check these guys out. And Quadeca was one dude that I heard about, and he's pretty sick actually. I kind of like him. So I'm gonna play one of his tracks, which is like an older track that he released about a year ago. It's called "We Music Fire."
There you go.
We Music Fire.
That's pretty dope.
But he actually does a sample of some Wii music.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, we're going to start with our music of the week. We'll be back after a short break.
Yeah.
test like Rorschach. 8 blocks, I'm all that. You think not? It's indisputable that my musical output is quite suitable. Trying to uplift the culture, so ran freak beats like a suppressed sadistic grocer. We make it bubble man, we trouble man, snap on cats like rubber bands. No other can compose similes mentally, but they leave as fast as I come up with them, so I keep a pen on me. I paid the penalty to come with the Mega Ran. Dr. Wiley tried me, but he never can. I wrote a verse for you and all of y'all who doubt me. Run it back like, oh snap, he talking about me. Fill it up till the amps is leaking and leave him shook like Kramer at a Panther meeting. Whoa. Now that's a little inappropriate. Took it somewhere it wasn't even supposed to get. I still hustle, do it with real muscle. Wanna be LeBron with me? I'm Bill Russell. I'ma tell you like I told it to the last man. Your raps is garbage, put them in a trash can. Throwback, I'm a blast from the past, man. You ain't a gangster, nah, you a flash, man. Guess is taking pictures, man. You a tourist. I like watching TV, but that don't make me an actor.
Basically, I'm great, you see. I made my life at the age of 3, but what am I meant to do when my own fan base are hating me? I've seen people misusing their fans like crooks, manipulating their audience to catch that hook. They'll believe anything that you tell them. Look, you can feed them shits, you can sell your book. But no shots fired though. Nothing wrong with a little bit of lying though. I mean, look at Fox News. That's the whole premise of their entire show. But no political shit, I always do just enough. I'm a minimalist, making the most of my minimums, winning them. Got a couple of synonyms to help you listen to original bits. I have got a lot of digital prints. Man, your own home dog is a literal bitch, but I'm filling the syllables, it's a little predictable, cause I've written this shit for all of the cynical kids. I got time, maybe a little too much of it, but you know that I'm trying to move up a bit. People look at me and say my potential has got a big max, and you know that I'm loving it. So far you can handle me with other mids. Underground blessed if you have discovered it. Flow so unique, I do what I want, got so much to do, not like any other kid. So basically, I do this for fun, they ain't making me. I'm trying to have a blast cause we growing so fast, we be getting my career from A to Z. Basically, I'm great, you see. I made my life at the age of 3, but what am I meant to do when my own fan base are hating me? A little bit nerdy, and I know a lot of people will consider, buy it, give me money. That's free, but still.
We are back.
And what'd you say that guy's name was again?
Quadeca.
With a Q?
With the Q-U-A. Deca. What does that even mean?
I don't know. Sounds like some fucking math shit.
It does,
and
right?
What's the song called?
We Music Fire.
All right. And mine was Flashman by Random.
That's right. Mega Ran, a.k.a.
Mega Ran, a.k.a. Random.
Right. But yeah. And then my track was funny because I was just seeing some random YouTube shit that was popping up. And there's this one dude named KSI who recently had a boxing match with Jake Paul or some shit, whoever he is. But apparently they're pretty big on YouTube and shit. And then he had an interview on a podcast or some shit. KSI had an interview with some shit. And they asked him about like YouTube rappers. And they asked him, they started name dropping some people. And Quadeca was one of them. And so he says like, oh yeah, Quadeca, he doesn't have bars or whatever, you know? And so Quadeca actually came out with a diss track that was pretty sick. Yeah. I didn't play that though, but KSI don't even sound sick. Not at all.
Yeah, shut that shit, KSI.
Not at all. He didn't sound sick at all. Anyways.
All right.
And then Cuckoo's back with this question actually.
Oh, no, everyone, you get one dick move per episode. I don't even know what you're talking about, honestly. I wish I did, because maybe I would have picked that instead.
Netflix and Disney.
Yeah, if you want to tell us about it, feel free. I don't know anything about it. I mean, if it's Disney taking off their shit off Netflix, we always knew that was going to happen pretty soon. So
yeah,
I don't know if that's what it is. But anyway,
oh, we got a link.
Hit us with the
news.
news.
What the fuck?
What is that?
Wait, I don't like this browser.
All right, but with that said, hit the music of the. I want to get back to the news. I mean, sound wise.
Oh shit! This is the first time I fucked this up. I never knew this was going to happen to me.
Okay.
This is the news.
The news. All right. So while AJ does a little research there, I'm going to mention here that Game of Thrones, the reunion, everyone's been kind of wondering about that shit since they've wrapped the last season. But there will be a Game of Thrones reunion special. It'll include a lot of the actors who were dead, a lot of the new actors that have been in the season the last 2 or 3, you know. For sure, Sean Bean said he's going to be there. For anyone who doesn't know, that's Ned Stark. He's the originator of all this.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's going to be there.
Alive still?
No, he's deader than fried chicken, bro. But yeah. So the reunion sadly will not be airing on HBO. You gotta buy the Game of Thrones complete box set to get the reunion, bro.
Wow. Complete box set?
Yeah, the complete box set with all 8 seasons in it.
Okay.
It's gonna go on sale in summer.
Oh wow.
Motherfuckers, dude.
Right?
Motherfuckers. But yeah, it's
Man, how many people are they gonna be bringing back though if they're gonna do all
it's
that?
it's a reunion. It's not
Going all the way
it's
back
not
to
part of
Ned
the show.
Stark?
It's not part of the show. It's like
Yeah, I know. I'm saying like I know it's a reunion, but
yeah, they're gonna get everyone they can across the board. Supposedly,
That's
they said
crazy.
you'll be surprised how many people they got. Like that's pretty dope. So yeah, I'm interested in that shit. I really want to check out some more of that. But yeah, whenever it comes out, I guess we gotta wait for it. But so AJ, what is this breaking news we got?
I just saw the headline. I haven't been able to read through it too much, but Daredevil canceled at Netflix after 3 seasons.
Stop it! They canceled Daredevil?
I guess.
I'm not worried. I don't think Marvel wants to lose that money right away. That shit's going somewhere. I'm not worried.
It's canceled on Netflix. Why? I don't know. Because Daredevil season 3 was awesome.
It did really well.
Yeah.
Which makes
I mean, I would think it did pretty well.
No,
it was
did.
pretty good.
It fucking
It
got
did?
it got a lot of views and a lot of rankings. But the thing is though, I think this is all going back to Marvel. I think it's gonna be on that Disney streaming service.
Yeah, I think they're trying to revamp it, try to bring everything back.
And then this could be better because they might connect everything this way. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if they get them all on the same service, it's a lot easier. I'd say.
Yeah, for them to kind of make their own continuity between everything.
Kind of make some decisions where people are gonna go and shit like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah, we don't know why, but wow, that's crazy. I'm not completely surprised that it happened.
I thought it was all gonna go eventually. So
Yeah.
I thought Daredevil was gonna stick. So I guess that is a little surprising, but I'm not totally surprised.
The only one that hasn't been canceled yet
Jessica.
is Jessica Jones.
Well,
It's
it's
the last one
definitely out
standing.
now. It doesn't do as well as Daredevil does. Like,
True.
and,
That's crazy though.
right? Shit. What was I gonna say? Oh, real quick.
Other news
So
now?
when it's not really news, but my friend that went to that Russo Brothers Collider thing yesterday, I asked her to ask one question for me. It's about my favorite Marvel superhero team because I don't think they're ever gonna do it. I told her to ask them when the fuck are they gonna make a Midnight Suns movie? And the Midnight Suns is about all the dark Marvel heroes, and they're led by Doctor Strange.
Oh wow, that'd
Yeah,
be cool.
And she
Ghost
said
Rider?
before she, Ghost Rider's in there. He's a main member of the
Yeah.
team. So she said before she could even ask the question, 2 questions about the Midnight Suns came
Oh
up.
yeah.
And the Russo brothers said, we already possibly have something for that team or
Ooh.
a variation of that team. He's like, that's all I'm going to say about it. So I'm fucking hyped. They said they're at least thinking about Midnight Suns. I thought Marvel was not fucking thinking about that shit. They're old school. They're kind of
That's
like...
interesting. I wonder if they're just like told to say, yeah, we have something planned for that, and not really have anything planned.
Well, maybe. But the reason I kind of believe them is because I've always said superheroes need to start fucking pulling into the horror range before it's too late. And, New Mutants try to jump
Fox,
on that.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening. So this would be a good chance for Marvel to fucking take that from New
Is
Mutants.
that canned?
Not yet. I mean,
Oh
they
my
said
God,
it
do
might still be
something with
coming out under...
Because they got pushed.
Yeah, I don't know. I was really excited about it before. I kind of don't want them to do it anymore now. But
then-
that Russo's brothers said they're thinking about Midnight Suns. That makes me happy, and it's kind of cool that they wouldn't put Doctor Strange on the Avengers. Like it's too easy. It's too easy. It would make more sense because he's the protector of our reality.
Yeah.
You really gonna listen to Captain
Illuminati?
America?
Did anyone ask about Illuminati?
I don't know. I didn't ask her. I should ask her. Is anyone? I don't know. Actually, that's a good question. But I just kind of imagine Doctor Strange is the defender of our reality. It's
Yeah.
kind of weird for him to join the Avengers. I think he'd just make his own team of people that can handle that kind of weird shit.
Yeah.
Because Wong kind of went out of the way to say we fight different things than the Avengers fight, right?
Yeah. I think, yeah, and I mean, I just actually watched Avengers Infinity War just the other day.
And?
Well, Doctor Strange pretty much said that he's like, I'm the defender of this reality, douchebag, or some shit like that.
Tony
He's
Stark.
talking to Tony Stark, yeah. I'm here defending your reality is what he said.
That's fucking.
And then he threw in the douchebag at the end for a period. But yeah, I mean, he doesn't seem like he would want to work with them because I feel like he knows them already and knows like what they've done and
Yeah, he knows stuff about them.
Yeah.
It seems. He wasn't surprised to see Tony Stark. Remember, he was like,
yeah. So I'm pretty sure he has already decided that he's not gonna want to be an Avenger.
yeah, I agree with that. He's kind of on his own program. He's kind of self-involved anyway.
Yeah. Also, Cuckoos in chat reminds us that The Punisher is still in there on Netflix.
Yeah,
That's the only one remaining.
That's actually true. I'd be really surprised if they announced Punisher season 2 in the midst of all this. Like,
that they did. Don't they have a season 2 on the works?
Was it officially announced? I know they said they're working on it, but is that official, or is that them just talking?
I would think so.
I'm about to look into that.
Anyways, another news: Pokemon Go has another community day coming up. Actually, it's going to be more of a community weekend, which I think is this weekend, actually. Yeah, it is this weekend. So starting tomorrow, I believe, through Sunday, all the community events that's happened this year will all be like throughout the whole weekend. So we had like Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur. We had Beldums. We had, what else was there? Oh my God. I can't even remember the other ones. Anyways, all those Pokemon we have for his communities over the past few months are all going to happen all over again, but in one event. So all of the Pokemons will be happening. I guess that's pretty much it. I think all the moves are coming back too and all that. So if you want to get a special move that you missed out on when those community events were happening, because they do this shit where you can get a special move on that community day Pokemon by either catching one with it or evolving it and it learns it, or using a TM to get them to learn that move, which they won't learn ever again after that day. So you're gonna be able to do that again in case you missed out on it, which I know I missed out on a lot of good shit. Oh yeah, Mareep was one of them too. But yeah, look forward to that this weekend. Also, Brock and Misty outfits are now available for 300 coins in the shop. What up, Reason? And also, the legendary birds and the legendary dogs are back in the random research reward shit. So I think the Shit Ninja is now out, and now in that place would be, I guess, randomly one of the legendary 3 from Silver and Gold or Red and Blue.
Okay.
But that's what's going on.
Nice.
I want to get Let's Go. I see you've been playing Let's Go, RS. I see your Instagrams. I see you. Also, speaking of seeing bitches, Reason, I think I saw Reason playing some Soul Calibur the other day. Insane.
You don't want that. You don't want that smoke, bro. All right. My last one of my last pieces. I got 2 last things.
But I do want to get Let's Go. It's not in the cards right now. Maybe in a couple of weeks. But then Smash is coming too, so.
Keep forgetting Smash is coming.
Yeah, next week, dude.
I need to get ready for that.
Next week.
So not last piece of news. One of my last pieces of news. Call of Duty, the movie. It got one of the co-writers for Black Panther.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Well, I know Call of Duty has some decent stories in it.
They do.
So I guess they could do something.
All they gotta do is just pick one and just follow it exactly, right?
I guess. I don't know. I wish DJ was here because he plays those games and he follows those stories. Or at least even Hose does a little bit too. But them bitches, they ain't here.
Yeah. Well, I kind of like that war scene at the end of Black Panther, but it's totally different from what a Call of Duty kind of thing would be. It's much more grounded, so I wonder what that's going to be like.
Right.
And we don't know which timeline or which storyline they're picking either. Oh, it's not Ryan Coogler. It's a co-writer of the guy who co-wrote it with Ryan Coogler.
Right.
His name is Joe.
Oh man.
I'll tell you right now. Sorry. I want to give you this motherfucker's name in case he gets famous.
But it's Joe. Sorry, you gotta know. Joe Cool. Joe Montana.
Joe Robert Cole. Joe Robert Cole. He co-wrote Black Panther with Ryan Coogler, and yeah, he's gonna be doing his own with Call of Duty. I don't know. Video game movies tend to suck. You know what's funny? Someone pointed out in this YouTube reviewer, they're like, the best video game movies have nothing to do with fucking video games. He said, example, Scott Pilgrim, Wreck-It Ralph, Overlord. And I was like, damn, those are the only good video game movies, bomb video game movies, and they have nothing to do with an actual specific video game. You know what I mean?
Man, no, what do you mean?
So, video game movies, right?
Yeah.
We got fucking Prince of Persia.
Yeah, Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider.
But what do you mean they don't have to do with the video game?
Yeah, the only good video game movies have nothing to do with the source video game. So, for example, Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah. Oh,
Scott Pilgrim.
Not based off a game, yeah.
Overlord, yeah. None of those are based off of an actual game.
Yeah.
But, Wreck-It Ralph feels like a fucking video game movie.
Yeah.
Scott Pilgrim feels like a fighting video game, but as a movie.
Yeah.
Fucking Overlord feels like Wolfenstein, but a fucking movie.
Right.
It's how come we can't actually make it with the banner on it? The only exception is Silent Hill. That movie's okay. It's pretty good. It's like 7 out of 10, I think.
The Resident Evil movies have a cult to them, though.
Yeah,
they
got a
keep
cult-
coming out.
Yeah, they got a cult following.
They're not that
not
good.
good, though.
Yeah, but people like them.
That's true. Enough people
The
like them.
Tomb Raiders, did we buy it? Oh yeah. Speaking of like Unfocused weeks, which is like hours ago, I bought a shitload of movies. I think we put it back on the shelf. But we got like Avengers for like $7 or some shit.
What?
For Black Friday.
Really?
Yeah, we got Deadpool 2 over there too. I forgot what else we got, but there's some new shit up there.
Are you gonna see the Deadpool 2 Christmas?
Oh yeah,
I heard it's quite different.
Interesting.
I heard the main plot's the same, but I heard there's like a lot of scenes that weren't there that are pretty dope. But I don't know.
Anyways,
no comment then. Okay. AJ,
I don't know if I want to see it or not. You know.
I feel you.
Anyways, BlazBlue cross tag battle. So we talked about this last time, but I forgot about it. But now I remembered. They have different games in that game. Like they have different characters from different games. Like Persona characters are in there, and I don't even know what else is in there.
In Guilty Gear?
Guilty Gear characters are in there too, and BlazBlue.
And Persona?
Yeah.
What the fuck? But they just call it Guilty Gear Cross Battle?
No, it's BlazBlue.
They call it BlazBlue Cross Battle, but it has all their.
But
shit
it has a couple other games in there too, because it's a tag game. It's like Marvel. It's like their version of Marvel vs. Capcom, but with other games too.
They should have just made it They should have made it Arxis fighting.
Right. Well,
it could have been huge, you know. Like I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I know it was big for some reason. I didn't know that it had different games. I think we talked about it one time, but I completely forgot about it up until like this week when I was looking up news, and there is hints that Skullgirls might. It's rumored might be the next Fate or the next game to be part of this BlazBlue cross tag battle.
Oh, Skullgirl! Damn, that'll like legitimize Skullgirls, like to make it in the fucking.
That'd be sick. But there's also some rumors that I remember hearing about that Avatar: Last Airbender is interested in putting their characters into the game as well.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Well, it's really hard for it to happen though. Just
that's cross country.
Yeah, exactly, because it's Japan game, but American.
Because where would they get the voice
show.
Actors from? They have to put the English voice actors, and they got to pay all.
Unless there's some dubbed out there, you know. But that would be sick. But like shit like that's happening with BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle.
These fools are trying to come up, man. What's going on, bro? That's pretty dope.
But like that's just a rumor. Just want to throw it out there for you guys.
All right, that's a pretty cool ass rumor, actually. Another thing that's actually not a rumor, there will be a new Candyman movie.
That sounds scary.
Yeah, I know, right? Sounds kind of scary because I haven't seen that in a long fucking time. But I remember that shit creeping me the fuck out.
I seen it once, and I'm pretty sure I never want to see it again because I was young when I saw it. Mm-hmm. And probably scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, it was about like some cursed slave that keeps coming back supernaturally.
There's bees on him and shit.
Yeah, there's bees all over him. Like, it's kind of creepy shit. Like actually, now I'm thinking about it, it's a little creepy. And so this one's actually going to be a loose sequel to it, and it's going to go back to the same like hood area of Chicago, you know, because like it was people living in the hood that are getting terrorized by this fool, right? So now fast forward to our time, and that part of Chicago got gentrified. It's all nice and all bunch of like rich people live there and shit, and then fucking Candyman starts appearing, fucking attacking rich people and shit like that. Like says even more about like what they were trying to say with the original Candyman,
right?
And I'm like, dude, that's pretty sick. I'm like. I like that it's still kind of hokey, but like you guys kept the heart of the idea of it.
So it's a reboot then, huh?
No, I think it's like a like a loose sequel.
Huh.
I think it's like as if the first events did kind of happen.
Right.
But like now we're in the future and his spirit is still around, like but now it's pissed cuz like, you know.
Okay, Google says it's based off a true story.
What?
Clive Baker heard in England.
What?
Child kidnapper in the original story though. What?
Oh shit! I didn't know
That's
that.
even creepier now.
Surprise, motherfucker! we gotta, damn, I'm gonna look into that, or maybe not, or maybe I won't look into that.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, there's even a trailer for the new Candyman. So if you guys want to check it out,
there is a trailer too.
Yeah, there's a trailer.
Oh shit!
A lot of people was thinking it wasn't gonna happen, but it looks like it's definitely happening. So if you guys want to check out the trailer, go for it. Please do. Let me know what you think. I haven't seen it myself yet.
Yeah, I heard that was happening. I didn't know there was a trailer out there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I wanted to just push this one time.
Surprise,
I didn't
motherfucker.
know where it was at.
All right. I only got one more piece of news. How about you?
I got 3 more.
Fuck. All right, give me 2, bro.
We'll go through these little ones first here. So one, it's the Steam Link, which I actually have it. I've never opened it though, but it was like $2.50 when I got it. It used to sell for like $50 back in the day. But what it is, it's a little tiny box, like the size, maybe a little bit longer than an like a Apple TV type of device. You plug it into your TV, connect it to your network, have your computer, your gaming computer on, and then you can stream your Steam games to that TV that Steam Link is connected to.
Yeah, that sounds pretty dope.
Being discontinued by Steam, by Valve. So if you want to get one, you have to go get it now. It may not be available anymore, though. I think I tried to check it and try to look for it. I don't think I found anything. But once they're gone, they're gone.
They're
done with it.
Taking it off their website already? Or what? You said you can't even find it anymore.
I tried to look for it today just to see like how far it's gone so far, and I couldn't find it. I just did a quick search though. Maybe there's other places to search. Maybe Amazon still has them too. I don't know. Maybe stores. I know stores are selling them for a bit too. So those are some places to look in case you're interested in getting one. But after they're gone, they're gonna be gone. But if you still want that availability to do something like that, certain like streaming devices have an app that you can download that will allow you to do it anyways. I don't know what devices. Certain TVs have an app like you can download to have Steam Link available and all that. So it'll still exist. There just won't be a physical hardware thing that will exist for it anymore. It's just an app now. And then also Tamagotchis. Remember we were talking last time about the Eevee one? It was rumored and all that. We didn't know what it was. Well, guess what? You want to guess? You're listening?
No, I'm listening. Tell me.
It's legit.
Oh, it's really Eevee X Tamagotchi?
Yeah.
And it can become any of the evolved forms?
Yeah. So
What?
and also included in there is like the Ditto Eevees and also
What?
a Team Rocket Eevee, I guess, too.
What's the Team Rocket Eevee?
I don't know. Maybe a Eevee with the Team Rocket. I don't know what it's supposed to look like.
Is it more of a dick than other Eevees or what?
I don't know. Maybe if you raise it bad and it becomes that, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, depending on how you raise your Eevee, it'll evolve. Just like Tamagotchis would. Because Tamagotchis had that thing where you start off with this little blob, and depending on how you raise it, how you took care of it, it'll change forms based off how you took care of it. So this Eevee is going to have that same mechanic for it. So if you raise it certain ways, then you might get one of those evolutions, or you might get a Ditto Eevee, or you might get a Team Rocket Eevee.
Okay.
But they're releasing in Japan sometime in January. I think January 21st. Yeah, January 21st. And it's going to be about $20 or 2,300 yen. No word on whether or not we're going to get it in America, though.
All right.
So I got to start them imports.
Okay. Hit us with another one, man.
All right. I got two more after. Kenshin, JumpForce.
Yeah.
How do we feel about this?
Dude, okay. Did you see the video I sent you?
Yeah, I did see that video. I'm
So
going to bring it up right now, too.
all right, man. I really like how he fucking plays. I was watching like him do the Batojutsu shit and like how he was juggling like that and shit. That shit was kind of dope, bro. I'm not gonna argue.
Also, Shishio.
Yeah, Shishio's also playable.
Yeah.
I don't really care about him as much because he looks like he plays like a lot of other characters play, just regular standard speed. You know, I like Kenshin because he looks fucking fast. Like he looks different from the characters we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Like look
Fucking
at that
zooms
shit.
around
Like
and shit.
yeah, and then he juggles you like that. Like that's fucked up. Like,
Gets behind you and shit. That just looks scary, yeah.
dude, oh, he did the fucking what?
We
He did
just
the
talked about
jumping move, I didn't even catch that.
Or maybe he slashed through him so fast that we didn't see it.
No, he did it. He pulled out halfway and closed it again, and that fool covered his
did,
ears. Like, damn, that's fucking dope.
So they should just throw freaking what's his name in there then?
Well, dude, I really wanted Soju.
Enishi.
Or Enishi would have been this shit. Damn, because no one's ever seen him like colored and shit. That would have been dope if they would have put him in
Right.
there. Yeah.
Unless you've seen what's it called? Reflection.
Yeah, unless you see him Reflection. That's true. You know the only thing I'm mad about JumpForce? Why fucking Taguro? Nobody wants to be fucking Taguro, bro. Like, every time Yusuke gets put in this game, his counter is always Taguro. Nobody wants to be Taguro. He has no special moves except for that fucking air flick bullshit. He's weak, bro. He's a whack-ass character.
He reminds me of like as a character type, like to put in a fighting game.
Like a tank?
Like Machap or some shit.
Basically, yeah. He's like a big-ass
This
Machap.
big buff and then just kind of maybe slow. You know he's going to be super strong.
Yeah,
But like that's all you can really tell just by looking at him, you know?
Dude, they need to stop putting him. They should have put fucking Hiei or Kurama in there.
Sensui would have been dope.
Sensui, I would have been cool with that. Like, yeah, man, they kind of fucked up on it. Even Suzaku, bro, the lightning fool, I would have been okay with that shit. I'd have like,
maybe.
Like his powers are dope. Like he has a lot of cool like fighting game powers.
What about
you know?
freaking maybe not Makuro or what's the other dude's name? The
Yomi?
blind Yomi.
I could have been cool with Yomi. I could have been okay with that.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe he's not flashy enough, I suppose.
I honestly, dude, he or Kurama would have been.
Yeah, that would have been. Dope
I
for
feel like the
sure.
fans would have lost their shit, bro. Like
Or
they,
Kuwabara.
that would have been dope. Like
And then we actually get to see more double sword than what we saw in the anime.
finally,
You
bro.
know, right?
Like, yeah, they fucking burned us with that double sword bullshit.
Just once and that was it. One and done.
Man.
But yeah, JumpForce. Are we thinking about getting this now?
You know what? Let's wait for reviews. I just want to, because that was the problem with the last one. I didn't look at the reviews. 'Cause I was like, I'm just gonna get it. Like this time, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna look at the reviews. I'm gonna see what people say.
Oh yeah, and this brings me to the thing I was teasing about earlier too, when we were talking about the state of video games and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
So JumpForce has been doing this, where they're dropping a trailer for every new character, right? But also Tekken's been doing this. So Caliber was doing this for sure. Freaking Street Fighter was doing this way beforehand too, right? Just as they're releasing and working on the game, they're just dropping characters like once a month or something, right? I think that's a new tactic they're using nowadays
Yeah.
for fighting games, because they introduce the game like, oh, we're gonna working on this game, and then they tell you nothing about it. Like this is how it was back in the day.
Yeah.
You know nothing about it for months
Until it comes out.
until you get like a small trailer a month before it releases, and then you see all these characters. But this is a good way to kind of build hype and keep you remembering, to keep you looking back, to keep you interacting with the developers and all that too.
That's true.
So I feel like that's what they're doing here too, with JumpForce, which is also Bandai Namco, right?
What's that?
It's also Bandai Namco, Bandai.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so it's pretty much just been them doing it, and Street Fighter, because they do Soul Calibur, they do Tekken, they do
all that shit.
yeah, and whatever other game I just mentioned too. So, but anyways, JumpForce.
Okay. All right, so I got one last piece of news. This last piece of news is pretty badass, man. So remember how they finished building a Gundam earlier this year, right? Or last year, I guess, right?
The moving one.
Yeah, the one that like
lights up and
transforms
shit.
and lights up.
Yeah.
So the Yokohama Gundam factory is
Oh,
building.
they have a factory.
Yeah, I didn't even know this.
Shit.
Now they're a Gundam factory.
Damn, that's all they do, right?
They're building a new one.
Damn, fuck Ford. and
this
shit.
one's gonna walk.
Detroit has nothing on them.
This one's gonna walk
The fuck?
and turn its head and fucking do Gundam shit. Yeah. So
Can it fly?
fuck no. I better not fly, bro. I'll be fucking freaked out if that shit starts flying around.
I think they need to start like working with like Elon Musk or some shit.
You know what scares me? It's funny that you say that. This has nothing to do with Unfocused. This is my personal opinion. If they can make a Gundam that walks for fun, I think they can fucking make mobile suits. Because
For
Europe,
fun.
no, for real.
Oh, shit, for real.
America's been trying to make mobile suits for a long time.
There was that big giant robot battle
Yep.
that we had like last year or 2 years ago or some
Yeah,
shit, right?
to me, if they can
That
joke,
was close.
If they can joke about that shit, I think they fucking know
It was
how
an
to.
actual thing. They had these huge robots fighting each other, dude.
I know, but I'm saying if they could do that for
They're
fun.
close.
If they could do that for fun, I think they already got it. Someone's got it already. Like,
Dude, imagine that's like the big secret all the countries have right now.
yeah, dude.
And
I
like the
think
next world war we have, hopefully never.
fucking just giant
fucking
robot people start
robots.
fucking shit
Yeah.
up. Dude, honestly, I think Japan's been working on it for a long time. I think that's why this is coming out now. America's been said that they wanted to make mobile suits a long time ago. I think people might have it, dude, or at least know how to do it. How are you gonna make something for fun? How are you gonna make a giant toy that walks and you don't know how to do it for real?
That's
You know what
right.
I mean? Like, so. Anyway,
Damn.
this will debut summer 2020. It's going to be 18 meters tall. The real question is which Gundam it's going to be. The last one was Unicorn Gundam. The first two built from before were the original Gundam. The first two were just replicas of the original. So this one, I'm going to put my money on Wing Zero from Gundam Wing because everyone fucking loves that one. But, email us. Let us know in the comments. What Gundam do you think the new giant one will be in Yokohama? Obviously, we won't know till probably the end of next year or middle of next year because then you could start seeing people snapping pictures of it,
Right.
But yeah, so Yokohama 2020, new Gundam's coming. Opposable and moving Gundam will be
That's
coming.
crazy.
Future is now.
For real. Cuckoo sent us this Robodyne website. What is this? All terrain robots. But there's some robotic shit on here though. Is this what they're using? The fucking controller and shit. We can do this ourselves? Is that what you're telling me?
Are you saying we should build a Gundam? Because I think that's what you're saying.
I don't know what it is.
AJ,
Anyways.
you built a fucking. You built that shit, right? You can build a Gundam.
What, the computer? My arcade stick?
Yeah, you built those things. It's the same thing, right? Just put them together. It's a Gundam.
Just put them together. I put them together every day and kick your ass.
Fuck you. Alright.
Arcade stick with my gaming PC here.
You're halfway there, bro.
All right. So another news: Splatoon 2 has an update coming pretty soon. On December 5th, we'll get patch 4.3.0, in which there's some new shit going on here. I keep forgetting we have pictures to work with. I was not bringing up your pictures today, T. I'm sorry.
Fine. I only spent fucking 30 minutes doing it. It's okay.
I know, right?
It's fine.
Yeah, there's gonna be some upgrades or like new shit going on with this version dropping on the 5th of December. That's Annette's birthday. Defense Up and Cold Blooded, they're gonna be combined.
Wait, what?
United. They're gonna become Bomb Defense Up DX. So anything that exists right now with that ability is automatically gonna become that new thing. So they're both just gonna be dead, and we're gonna get this new thing where they're combined now.
So you're not gonna lose anything by getting this because you're gonna get your plus the other thing that they're now.
Yeah.
That's a smart way to do it. That's pretty smart.
Yeah. So I'm not sure why they're combining them and dropping it for, because like, it sounds kind of broken.
Maybe to make room for more stats, more statistic changes.
Yes, T, you are correct.
Oh, is that really what it is?
There is a new ability called Main Power Up.
Oh, wow. Oh, main power up.
Yeah. So if you have a weapon you're using and you have one of these abilities attached, you will grant a ability to that weapon. And every weapon has an ability to it. For example, as shown here in this video, if you have a splatter shot and you have main power up attached with one of your, abilities on your outfits and shit, it will increase shot accuracy when firing while jumping. So when you're jumping, it won't be a spread out shot. It'd be more of a focus shot.
Like a focus shot.
Yeah. And every weapon does something a little bit different. Like, I saw one of the rollers has a stronger hit ability when you have this main power up attached. And there's like every weapon does something a little bit different.
That's
so
dope.
so that's something new that they're adding to the game now, which is interesting. Also, anything that exists in the past that has bomb defense up or cold-blooded is now going to be combined. So all the ability chunks, or the juices you can buy or food items you can buy, that's all going to be one thing now.
So if you had both, does that mean that you get an extra slot now?
No.
Okay.
Because if you had bomb defense up before, now it just becomes bomb defense up DX. If you had cold-blooded,
It's bomb defense.
it's bomb
DX.
defense, DX.
So you would just get double now. You wouldn't.
Yeah, so you
have
get
an
both
empty
of the
slot.
abilities. Yeah, there's no
Okay.
new slot. It just gets replaced with the new thing.
Got it.
Also, there's going to be 8 new weapons coming soon as well.
An umbrella, it seems.
Yeah, umbrellas exist already, but that's just showing us what the main up thing does. Main power up. But some of the weapons, one of them I like. It looks fucking dope. Check this out. It's a freaking pin. You know those pins you get that have all the little colors, and you can click down on each one.
Oh
to get a new
you change the color.
Yeah, it's a ballpoint pin weapon.
Oh.
I think it's a splatting. Yeah, it's a splatting. It's one of those Gatling gun
That's
weapons.
pretty badass.
Yeah, but that looks pretty sick. But yeah, these are some of the new weapons that they have, and then there's 4 others that we're not telling us about yet. But yeah, that's in the update that's coming December 5th. Also, they said that updates like balance issues and stuff like that will still be patchable, and they'll still continue working it up until July of next year.
Okay.
And also, Splatfest will still be happening up until that time as well. They didn't say for sure though that they're going to be stopping it, but they're saying at least for now they know up until July they'll be still doing updates and Splatfest.
Okay. All right.
So I don't know what that means. I'm kind of scared.
Yeah, we'll see what it
But
means.
we'll see it, yeah.
All right. So that's basically the end of the news today. AJ, what do you got planned for your Unfocused week, sir?
More Soul.
I don't like that site's called Cyberdyne. That freaks me out.
But Cuckoo sending I knew this is what he meant to send us, that they already have.
Why does it have to be called
Exosuits.
fucking Cyberdyne? Can they not call it that?
Look at these exosuits.
I'm tired of fucking people playing with this Terminator shit, bro. It happened in a movie. If we caused the fucking apocalypse through robots, it's our fault now. You know what I mean? Like, we've seen a movie where it happened.
Who was saying that?
Probably me.
No, it was like either Stephen Hawking or Neil
deGrasse
Tyson. One of them was saying,
There's a movie about it.
like, we need to stop fucking with this right now.
Yeah, like, immediately, bro. Because America keeps doing it, and Japan keeps doing it, and Russia keeps doing it. They're all trying to figure out how to make, like, intelligence on its own, and shit, like, stop it. You know? Damn, why they gotta call it Cyberdyne, though? You know, this is controlled by Skynet, too?
I like it. I
It's like
think
the
cool.
actual company owning them is called Skynet, you know?
Brought to you by Skynet.
Yeah, fuck
Just
that.
throw it in the background and you don't notice it. But
All
yeah,
right.
so more Soul Calibur. Maybe a little bit more Tekken just so I don't lose my skills, because obviously I dropped in rank today.
Yeah. I've been getting rusty in Tekken.
I gotta finish reading that Korra. I gotta go check for a new Sonic comic.
Okay, nice. For me, there's a couple things. That X-Men... Did I show off that X-Men comic I got last time? The X-Men Grand Design? Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me grab it real quick just to show you.
Also, until next time, I'll be thinking about getting Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I decided on Pikachu, by the way, and not Let's Go Eevee, because...
You're going to get the Tamagotchi?
Because in Red and Blue, in every Pokemon game that has two versions, there's always a game that has one Pokemon where the other version doesn't have it, right? Mm-hmm. There's always like one Pokemon that exists in that game, but not in the other game.
Right.
And vice versa, right? And I remember Red and Blue had a split between Bellsprout and Oddish.
Yeah, that's right. You got Oddish,
I hate Bellsprout.
Oddish in red and Bellsprout in blue, right?
Yeah, and I don't like Bellsprout. And Bellsprout's in Eevee. And Oddishes are in Pikachu. And I want an Oddish, so I'm going to go Let's Go Pikachu just because Oddish is in that game.
Vileplume is one of the stronger plant type.
Yeah, it is actually,
yeah,
too.
It
Yeah,
is. It's like up there with Venusaur. So to finish my Focus Week, I've been reading this. It's kind of hard to see some of it because it's yellow, but you can see it a little bit. But it's called X-Men Grand Design. And on the comic, that's like a monkey, an ape, a Neanderthal, a ninja, and then you got fucking Cyclops at the end. Showing, and he's fucking facing down on the evolutionary line. Basically like, this is it.
Wow.
The X-Men are it, you know?
Yeah.
And this comic is so fucking dope. Because it has old school style paper and old school style drawings.
Yeah, that kind of scares me too.
That's just so dope. And this is a new comic. It's called X-Men Grand Design. This shit's awesome. So I'm gonna finish reading this. I really love it. And then
You're on some Marvel shit now too. You're on DC for a bit.
Yeah, I'm kind of jumping back, just kind of like read some more new Marvel shit, especially now that the X-Men's gonna be combining with the Marvel universe. Because this is pretty cool. Because this tells you from the beginning, like how the X-Men started, but it modernizes it. So it catches it up with the current mythology of Marvel Universe.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, like for example, Submariner is now discovered to be a mutant, right? You know, like he's like Marvel's Aquaman.
Yeah.
But it turned out he's a mutant. That's why he looks different from the rest of the underwater people.
Huh.
And so this, like, now since that's new shit, this goes back in time and tells you people are scared of mutants because in the 1940s the Submariner flooded New York, and he's a mutant.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, that's why people are scared of mutants now.
Yeah.
So just do little things like
That's
that.
cool.
Yeah, to update it, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's really good. You might want to read this if you don't know much about X-Men because I feel like this is like a lot of the key.
I don't like reading, but maybe it sounds interesting.
I know you don't. I think there's gonna be a lot. It could be because it's such a good origin story. They might want to use some of this for the X-Men movie that might be coming to Disney one day.
Maybe, yeah.
But you know, I'm just throwing it out there. It's
Disney.
worth the read either way. And the other thing I'm gonna finish for my Focus Week, we went to talk about. There's a show that me and AJ used to watch when we were kids. If you were raised in the '90s, you might know about it. It's called Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad.
Oh, we didn't talk about that yet?
No, we didn't talk about it today. Yeah. So it's basically like an American version of Ultraman, where a kid assumes into the superheroes guys and he grows super tall and he fights giant monsters and shit like that. It's pretty dope. It's very much like Ultraman, you know, and you know it makes kids feel more involved. Because Ultraman was like basically a grown ass man.
That's what it looked like back in the day.
Yeah, very, you know, like Ultraman. You know, you're fighting giant monsters and shit.
But what I liked about it is that this all happened in computers. Like they will teleport themselves into a computer and shit, and then they would fight viruses and shit like that.
And so as you
the
saw,
toys were dope though. That's one thing I liked about it was the toys.
Yeah, the toys were the shit, bro.
Yeah.
I had all of them.
Yeah.
So that first part of this video we were showing was the original show. This is the current anime they've made. It's called It's actually not even called Superhuman Cyber Squad. It's called SSSS Gridman, because in Japanese, I guess he's called Gridman, not Servo.
Which just sounds weird. A Superhuman Samurai was American, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I guess there was a Japanese version too.
Yeah, which is So maybe they when they imported it, they call it Gridman.
Yeah. Well, no, the Japanese version was called Gridman. They brought it over and they called him Servo.
Kugo says sounds like VR Troopers.
No, this is way cooler than VR Troopers. I've seen VR Troopers. VR Troopers kind of whack. This is way better for sure. And this was before VR Troopers actually too. And this is way better.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, 93. Yep.
It was more like Power Rangers. Like that's why I liked it so much.
Yeah, because they were all regular kids going to school.
Yeah, and then they would have to fight someone and then go into a computer and shit, and then they fucking battle a virus, and then
like remember the power go out in their
summon.
Like the power go out in their city, right? And they're like, oh, okay, there's a virus fucking attacking a power plant.
Yeah, right.
So then they would go into the computer. Right?
Yeah, and then go find it and shit and fight it, and then they would call like robots and shit, and then that one main villain or the main dude you saw right now on the screen would combine with all these other robots and shit and just make this bigger robot.
Fucking dope ass shit. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I always like making shit like that, so that's why I was all into that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
That
we're
was
gonna
dope.
check it out. Again, the original is called Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad, and the current is abbreviating it into SSSS Gridman.
I kind of want to find a commercial because like Cyber Squad.
So find that trailer. Find that trailer that I brought up earlier, right? That little just put the opening. Put opening right there. Yeah, there you go. The third one. All right, and this is how we'll end the show. Actually, we're not gonna end with our regular music.
Oh, really now?
Let's end with the Superhuman Samurai music.
All right, well, we're gonna drop all this first, and then we'll
Okay,
just play that.
you're right because they talk in this shit. Okay, yeah.
yeah. Okay, there's some lyrics in this shit.
We get towards the end and start playing it, All right. So we were live on twitch.tv. You can expect that every Thursday. We start roughly between 7:30 and 8. It's usually not too much later than that.
Twitch.tv/Collision28 because this is a Collision 28 production.
Yes, sir. We're also on youtube.com/Unfocused Podcast. That's the name of this Unfocused Podcast.
Yep.
Like, comment, subscribe. Do the same thing on Twitter, Instagram.
Unfocused28 on Twitter, Instagram Unfocused Podcasts. Subscribe in Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, get us on iTunes for free. Apple Podcasts, Unfocused Podcast. That's how you got to search us to get us.
Yeah.
And if you want to email us to give us some news to talk about, to correct us on something we talked about, or to ask further questions about things you feel like we didn't elaborate enough on, just email us at unfocusedpodcast@gmail.com. This was episode 204.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about this.
The evil Kilo Khan lives inside computer circuits. With the help of Malcolm Frink, he creates megavirus monsters to attack electronic systems. Meanwhile, a freak accident turns Sam Collins into Servo. His friends join forces in their Samurai's attack vehicles. Together, they transform into the Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad.
Superhuman Samurai. Superhuman Samurai. They're gonna amp it up. Kick some gigabutt. They're gonna rip it up. A hero always makes the cut. Superhuman Samurai.